What's up, everybody? What you see in front of you is nothing. I know the question has been going around in the community for a long time, here on YouTube, on the forums, and the community in general. What knife would you carry if you could only carry one? Well, a colleague of mine lately came by and he was very fascinated with my knife collection, and his favorite knife was this one, the large Cold Steel Voyager clip point, and he even thinks about getting it. Not for everyday carry. He's still pretty young, so I don't want to say he's not mature, but well, he doesn't feel comfortable with the fact or even has the idea to carry a knife every day because he doesn't know what to do with it, and the mindset is just not there yet. But this knife he wants to get for camping and for all kinds of stuff. Not for everyday carry though, which I don't understand. But yeah, he asked me that very question. What knife would you carry if you had to sell all the other ones? And this is it. The Cold Steel Extra Large Voyager clip point. I'm talking strictly folding knives. Lately my favorite folding knives are this Cold Steel Voyager, this Enlan EL04 in G10. An outstanding knife. I always have a Buck 110 Ecolite on me, in addition to another folder, and this Byrd Cara 2. Now I bought this one because it is basically the same like the Spyderco Endura, but the Endura is much more expensive. I would love to have a ZDP 189 Endura, full flat ground, but since one-handed opening locking knives are illegal to carry in my country, I just didn't want to, take the risk and get a $120 knife carrying it and, be at risk to lose it if shit should go down. So I modded those to legal variants. And this one is just my absolute favorite. I'm not even talking fixed blades, because there are so many fixed blades out there, so many customs I haven't gotten my hands onto still. Well, I want to have a Gavco EDC or a larger one. I don't really care, but I don't have the money. I'm getting a Descabar, Escobar, the SE, but the D2 stonewashed model. I'm just, on my journey through the production fixed blades still. So let's get those out of the way. Fantastic knives, by the way, but if I could only carry one folding knife, this is what I already have. Of course, there are lots of knives I don't have yet. Never probably will have. But this is it. So why is that? We're 4 minutes into the video and I haven't told you shit yet. Because you can basically use this like a fixed blade. The lock is that strong. Of course, if you would baton with it, disengage the lock. Don't take the risk, breaking that pin in there. Of course, this is hardened and everything. But this is just, everything is done right on this knife. It has a long blade, a full-sized handle, which fits my hand even more perfectly than the one on the XL. Yes, I have that too. So if you can see that, my pinky just, doesn't want to fit in there. I have to, spread my fingers a little bit to get them in. But on this one, like it's molded to my hand. It has a negative angle, meaning that when I hold my wrist straight, the blade has a forward angle. It is stone-washed, a perfect stone-washed, very beautiful clip point. I like drop points a lot, but this clip point is just done so right. Comes to a fine point, has a swedge, and the stone wash, it is so friggin' beautiful. Full flat ground, lean behind the edge, shallow ground, so everything done right. Aus 8 steel is pretty much rust resistant, and well, I'm a knife person, so I care for my knives, and rusting is probably never an issue, never will be, never has been, because I oil my blades after, well, every nasty use. When I have glue or stuff on there, I oil them, I clean them, because it's fun. It's fun. The lock, as I told you, is very strong. Even with the modification of, you know, taking off the thumb stud and putting some skateboard grip tape on there, you can still flick it, of course, behind the camera. I don't want to knock it over. That was awesome. Let me do it off camera. Yeah, now we're talking. So full hand grip, fist filling grip. You can put a lanyard on there, little skull bead. You have a reversible pocket clip. It's tip up carry. It's reasonably deep carry, so this much sticks out. So just perfect to grab it with 2 fingers and extract it. It's grippy. You know, this Maltese cross pattern is really grippy. Even had to sand down under the clip. I had to, you know, scrape a little bit off the plastic edges to make it even smoother, and it just feels so perfectly. This knife just feels like it is molded to my hand. You know, I would grip a wet piece of clay, and somebody would take that piece of clay and, you know, injection mold a handle into that clay thing. I don't know if that made sense, but this is just such an awesome blade. You have plenty of reach. I like my large knives, and if I had to sell or give away all my other knives, it would break my heart, of course. It would destroy me, but this would the one be. The one. The Cold Steel, large, clip point, plain edge, Voyager. An awesome knife. And if you're serious about your knives, this one shouldn't miss in your collection. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Roll Tide.